Hey. Whew, what's going on, everybody? How's it going? Yeah, we got the bridge collapse. People are tuned in, ready to hear about it too. So I'll show you the stuff from it. I was going to start out with a video of Donald Trump shilling his Bible. Do you want to hear that? I was going to start off with that, let people tune in. And then I'll show you the footage of the thing. Some people say there were explosions. Some people say it was a cyber attack. I have no idea. I really don't know anything. So what's up, Al Shizzle? What's up, Tom? What's up, Elizabeth Marie? Got some good news before the show started, so that's good. I have 2 interviews tomorrow, so wish me luck. Let me see here. Let me give you Trump shilling the Bible.
I'm proud to be partnering with my very good friend, Lee Greenwood. Who doesn't love his song, God Bless the USA, in connection with promoting the God Bless the USA Bible. This Bible is the King James Version and also includes our founding father documents. Yes, the Constitution, which I'm fighting for every single day, very hard to keep Americans protected. Also, the Bill of Rights, the Declaration of Independence, and the Pledge of Allegiance are all part of this God Bless the USA Bible. And it's just very important and very important to me. I want to have a lot of people have it. You have to have it for your heart, for your soul. Many of you have never read them and don't know the liberties and rights you have as Americans and how you are being threatened to lose those rights. It's happening all the time. It's a very sad thing that's going on in our country, but we're going to get it turned around. Religion and Christianity are the biggest things missing from this country. And I truly believe that we need to bring them back, and we have to bring them back fast. I think it's one of the biggest problems we have. That's why our country is going haywire. We've lost religion in our country. All Americans need a Bible in their home, and I have many. It's my favorite book. It's a lot of people's favorite book. This Bible is a reminder that the biggest thing we have to bring back America and to make America great again is our religion. Religion is so important. It's so missing, but it's going to come back, and it's going to come back strong, just like our country is going to come back strong. In the end, we do not answer to bureaucrats in Washington. We answer to God in heaven. Christians are under siege. We must protect content that is pro-God. We love God, and we have to protect anything that is pro-God. We must defend God in the public square and not allow the media or the left-wing groups to silence, censor, or discriminate against us. We have to bring Christianity back into our lives and back into what will be again a great nation. Our founding fathers did a tremendous thing when they built America on Judeo-Christian values. Now that foundation is under attack, perhaps as never before. What can we do? Stand up, speak out, and pray that God will bless America again. I'm proud to endorse and encourage you to get this Bible. We must make America pray again. Pray, get educated, get motivated, and stand with me and the legions of Americans asking God to bless our great nation, to bring our great nation back, and to make America great again. I'm proud to partner with Lee in this offering. He's a very special man, both as a talent, but maybe even more so as a human being. He's very, very special. And I think you all should get a copy of God Bless the USA Bible now and help spread our Christian values with others. There you have it. Let's make America pray again. God bless you, and God bless the USA.
There we go. God bless the USA. Yeah, $59.99 for the Bible. His stock was up today too. Just ticker symbol DJT was up today like 50%. So he's way richer theoretically. There was another stock that was up 1,900% today because they said they're about to buy a bunch of Bitcoin. A penny stock went up 1,900% today. Cocoa beans are $10,000 a ton. So you won't be able to get chocolate soon. All right. I see a lot of people engaged in the chat. Hey, everybody. Yeah, he's just freestyling, right? Yeah. $59.99 for the Bible. Oh, there's Cuba Gooding Jr. news. No, I need to know what's that. My wife is telling me. Apparently, there's Cuba Gooding Jr. news. So I have the news about Diddy. They arrested somebody, a drug mule, supposedly, in the Diddy case. So I'll show you that. So yeah, Coco, you guys want to see that? That's a story. Coco prices have shot up. It's like a meme cryptocurrency or something. Coco. I'll search it. Here. Cocoa hit $10,000 per ton and then it fell, but I'll show you the chart. Here's the chart for cocoa. There it is. So people are showing things priced. There it is. Chocolate crisis. Cocoa prices have surged more than 250% over the last year, surging to $10,000 per metric ton, nearly double the record high set 46 years ago. So, yeah, there's a lot of things that are trading like crazy. I can show you the Donald Trump stock, DJT, went up 55% today. It had to be stopped. It's up 90% over the last week. It's almost up 100% over the last week. It's making him way richer because he owns a bunch of shares in that stock. Trump Media stock. It's up 55%. So that's in the news today. How's everybody doing? Good? Good. We are looking forward to life. It's sunny outside. We'll show you guys video of the bridge collapse. Let me show you before. Do you want to see that first, since that's what you're tuned into? They say Vladimir Putin and the Russians are blaming the United States, Great Britain, and Ukraine for the terror attack. So that's new. We're a little bit closer to World War III because of that. So someone says they live near the bridge. Yeah, I used to live near there too. It's called the Key Bridge. Apparently, it's totally going to disrupt infrastructure and everything. Joe Biden spoke about it. He said he took the train over the bridge, even though that doesn't happen. It doesn't exist. It's impossible. So yeah, lots of different news today. So I'll show you that. Yeah, drug mule got arrested in the Diddy case. I have lots of videos about Diddy. And I'll show you the collapse. I'll show you the bridge collapse. And then there's news also about Cuba Gooding Jr. Let me see what that news is. Diddy accuser Lil Rod added Cuba Gooding Jr. to the assault lawsuit. Okay, thanks. Okay, cool. All right. So I have to make sure I am ready. Here we go. I'll start the intro. Okay, cue musical intro. Boy, that's brilliant. I do think some things in the world are real. Like you guys. You guys are real. Most of you. Most of my listeners, I think, are not just in my head. I think I have the metrics to prove it. You've taken a leap of faith today. What is that sound? And I apologize if you take offense. I'm a little offended myself. Welcome to our show. Welcome to the future. What it is, joining you live from sunny California. It's a beautiful day today. I'm your host, Nathan Stoltman. And I bring you the news, the real news. Yes, was that glitchy for you too? It was really glitchy for me. So I'll show you, well, let me show you the react. You know, Donald Trump's going to win the election, it seems like, even though he's hawking Bibles that are $59.99 each and asking for money on all the ads I see on Rumble. So let me show you Bill Maher talking about Gen Z voting for Donald Trump. I'll show you that. I'll just go through what I have lined up. This is the surprise.
But now, I mean, Trump, what is with this guy? Always gaining with the people he's supposed to be losing to. Now he is up 5 points among 18 to 29. He's been, what the heck is 65% of Gen Zers say they believe Trump would shake up the country for the better. See, this is the problem, is that there's two kinds of voters. Voters who know things and voters who just go by a feeling.
Vibes.
Exactly, vibes. So, I mean, and yes, Trump, I get it. He appears robust more than, and, you could just characterize him with, I've seen just like the yellow hair and the red. It's like, he's like McDonald's, red and yellow. And kids love a brand.
There you go. So kids these days. Okay, and then I have Donald Trump actually blaming Israel for anti-Semitism. I could show you that. Let me see. You guys want to see the video of the bridge collapse. Donald Trump actually blamed Israel, says Israel should end the war and blame them for anti-Semitism. Says, if you're president again, how would you counter the wave of anti-Semitism in the wake of the war's outbreak? He says, I think Israel made a very big mistake. I wanted to call them and say, don't do it. These photos and shots, photos of bombs being dropped into buildings in Gaza. I said, oh, that's a terrible portrait. It's a very bad picture for the world. The world has seen this. Every night I would watch buildings pour down on people. I would say it is given by the defense ministry and said, whoever's providing that, that's a bad image. So he's blaming Israel for anti-Semitism, actually, and says they should finish up the war. So that's news from Trump. Here is Vladimir Putin talking about the terror attacks, and then we'll get to the bridge. Yeah, I have video of the bridge. You guys can decide what it was. Here's Vladimir Putin blaming the people behind the 2014 coup.
Rises. Who is to benefit? This crime can only be a link in a chain of attempts by those who are at war with our country since 2014. The Nazis, the Kiev regime, who never stopped at any means using any kinds of inhuman tactics to achieve their goals, especially now when their so-called counteroffensive has failed, as recognized by everyone. And the Russian armed forces possess the initiative along the entire front line, and no attempts to stabilize the situation for the Ukrainian side.
Too hard to understand, but he says who's to benefit, and he says the West. So and then apparently the chief of Russia's Federal Security Service claims the United States, the United Kingdom, and Ukraine collaborated to orchestrate the killing of over 140 individuals. So he's blaming the West for it. So we're pretty close to World War III, hopefully. All right, now bridge. Okay, let me show you video of that. The lights went out on the ship. People are saying it's a cyber attack. Some people are saying that. Laura Logan in particular is saying it's a terrorist attack. So here's the video of the ship, but that's just the very end. Oh, and yeah, we can look for explode. Oh, okay. People said I would look at the video. Look for, see this right here? That looks like an explosion. So people are saying there might have been bombs. And then you see sparks and explosions here. But that could be from the bridge collapsing. I don't know for sure. So explosion. Yeah, fire. There. Then there's something there at that light. See? So I don't know if it was a deliberate cyber attack. But the thing, when you see it in fast speed, the thing makes a turn dead for the thing makes a turn. Let me see. 8x speed. Okay. So the thing makes a turn directly toward the okay, people are asking. Yeah, minutes before the ship's power went out and then it switched back on. There are people missing. 9 people missing supposedly. They said they were able to get out a warning to people in advance to stop the traffic because the ship had called in an SOS. So the ship had called in an SOS. Here, this video is the one where you can see the ship's power out. See? There, the lights come on, the lights go out, and then it slams into the, but it's belching smoke. So you can see power out there, and then power on, and then it turns hard, then goes right into the thing. Boom. That's 8x. Yeah, I mean, it's like it drove right towards it. And it had some kind of diesel power there. You can see it belching smoke. It was all Indians on the crew. So some people are saying DEI. It was Maersk. There it is. Yeah. Rob Mule says sus at AF. It is pretty sus. Then I don't know if you can see any there is smoke coming out of the bridge. Right there, right here. Oh, but that could be smoke from the smokestack from the, yeah, that's smoke from the smokestack of the vessel. Some people say it dropped anchor and that's what turned it, because it was able to get some power on. So there you go. That's it. So that was the 8x speed. Here's somebody on TikTok saying that it was explosions.
I'm going to show you. I just showed a video. If you go back, a boat crashed here, but you can see dynamite being let off at every single point. I'm going to do it again. So you have here, charges, boom. Vessels hit for the middle. On the copy before this, you can clearly see it happened 6 or 7 times. I went right down the line showing each and every fire point. But my point to this video is let's not get distracted by this here. Let's keep these videos going like they'd like us to cover, but make sure you put Diddy in it. P. Diddy.
Make sure you put P. Diddy in it. Yeah, because he's the real story. So, all right. So I showed you the sped up version. I showed you some other stuff. Andrew Tate says the ship was cyber attacked. Lights go off and it deliberately steers toward the bridge supports. Foreign agents of the USA attack digital infrastructures. Black Swan is imminent. And it has a community notes that says the ship was cyber attacked is speculation. And they say it wasn't a terrorist attack officially. So there it is. And more there, the lights go out. This looks like it's sped up too. But the lights are out there. Lights come back on. Smoke starts belching out. And for some reason, it makes a really hard turn. Lights go out again. Apparently, they stopped traffic, but I still see cars going across. Apparently, they stopped traffic. There were people working on the bridge. There, it hits it. And then it comes down. There is fire, but it could be from power cables snapping that run along the length of the bridge. There, the lights go out. Francis Scott Key was an American lawyer, author, and amateur poet from Frederick, Maryland, best known as the author of the text of the U.S. national anthem. Thank you for that. Yeah, weird. Lights go on and off, and lights are off when it crashes into the bridge, but it does turn straight towards it. So what are people saying? Okay, so I had that. Laura Logan says multiple intel sources say Baltimore bridge collapse was an absolutely brilliant strategic attack on U.S. critical infrastructure, most likely cyber, and our intel agencies know it. In information warfare terms, they just divided the U.S. along the Mason-Dixon line, exactly like the Civil War. Second busiest strategic roadway in the nation for hazardous material, now down for 4 to 5 years, which is how long they say it will take to recover. Bridge was built specifically to move hazardous material, fuel, diesel, propane gas, nitrogen, highly flammable materials, chemicals, and oversized cargo that cannot fit in the tunnels. That supply chain is now crippled. Make no mistake, this was an extraordinary attack in terms of planning, timing, and execution. The two critical components in the bridge are the two load-bearing pylons on each end closest to the shore. They are bigger, thicker, and deeper than anything else. These are the anchor points, and they knew that hitting either one of them would be a fatal wound to the integrity of the bridge. Half a mile of bridge went in the river. Likely you will have to build a new one. Also caused so much damage to the structural integrity of the bottom concrete part that you cannot see and won't know until they take the wreckage apart. Structural destruction likely absolute. Attack perfectly targeted. It says, quote, they have figured out how to bring us down. As long as you stay away from the teeth of the U.S. military, you can pick the U.S. apart. We are arrogant and ignorant, lethal combination. Obama said they would fundamentally change America, and they did. We are in a free fall ride on a roller coaster right now. No brakes, just picking up speed. Okay, so there's some more. Let me see if I have more. I have, let's see. There's some kind of infographic here that shows the route the ship took. The Dali. So there it goes up there, and then it goes right into the bridge. But it took a hard turn at the end. It really did take a hard turn. We saw that. Here's video. Okay. Power loss number 1. If you want to support the show, you can go to buymeacoffee.com/lifttheveil. Drop a coffee. You can drop super chats too. Thanks to the person who gave me the super chat yesterday after the show was over. Thanks for people on Rockfin who dropped a few super chats. Thanks to the donor who gave me a Cash App. Appreciate that. Power loss number 2. Boy, it turned just straight. So anyway, what do I think? I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what happened. Could have been a hacking. Could have been a terrorist attack. They're saying it wasn't a terrorist attack. The FBI said it wasn't. I'll play Joe Biden's statement about it. They say officially that it is not a terrorist attack. Terrorist attack bridge. I heard them say that. They have no indication so far that it's a terrorist attack. Let's see. Who's this? Oh, General Flynn shares his thoughts on it. Okay, that's a long clip. Who needs to hear from General Flynn anyway? They turn the lights off, then pour on the coal, fuel oil, and steer right at it as they perfectly ram into the bridge. So a lot of people are saying it was a terrorist attack. What do you guys think? Terror attack 1, not a terror attack 2, don't know 3. I can run a poll. Thanks everybody for tuning in. Good to see everybody here. Wish I could give you a more definitive answer. I'm reading the chat to see what people say. Lesko says 2, control demo. 1, 2, and 3. So Wayne Spar doesn't know. I don't know. I don't know what to say. Back in the day, I could say something more conclusive about it. Hey, Quantum, what's up? All right. So that's the news on the bridge. Oh, I can show you here. I can show you Joe Biden's statement on it. He says the federal government is going to rebuild it. And he also says he took a train over it.
Member of the delegation of the region. Good afternoon. Before I leave for North Carolina, which I'm going to do in a few minutes, I want to speak briefly about the terrible incident and accident that happened in Baltimore this morning. At about 1:30, a container ship struck the Francis Scott Key Bridge, which I've been over many, many times commuting from the state of Delaware, either on a train or by car. Been in Baltimore Harbor many times. And the bridge collapsed, sending several people.
He said he's done it by train. There is no train, right? Didn't he just say that? Hold on.
Over many, many times commuting from the state of Delaware, either on a train or by car.
He doesn't even make any sense.
And the bridge collapsed, sending several people and vehicles into the water, into the river. And multiple U.S. Coast Guard units, which are stationed very nearby, thank God, were immediately deployed along with local emergency personnel. And the Coast Guard is leading the response to the port, where representatives from the Federal Highway Administration, the FBI, the Department of Transportation, the Army Corps of Engineers, as well as Maryland officials and Baltimore Police and Fire, are all working together to coordinate an emergency response. Officials at the scene estimate 8 people were unaccounted for still, were unaccounted for. That number might change. 2 have been rescued, 1 without injury, 1 in critical condition. And the search and rescue operation is continuing for all those remaining as we speak. I spoke with Governor Moore this morning, as well as the Mayor of Baltimore, the county executive, both United States senators and the congressman. And my Secretary of Transportation is on the scene. I told them we're going to send all the federal resources they need as we respond to this emergency. I mean, all the federal resources. And we're going to rebuild that port together. Everything so far indicates that this was a terrible accident. At this time, we have no other indication, no other reason to believe there's any intentional act here. Personnel on board the ship were able to alert
no reason to believe
transportation that they had lost control of their vessel, as you all know and reported. As a result, local authorities were able to close the bridge to traffic before the bridge was struck, which undoubtedly saved lives. Our prayers are with everyone involved in this terrible accident and all the families, especially those waiting for the news of their loved one right now. I know every minute in that circumstance feels like a lifetime. You just don't know. It's just terrible. We're incredibly grateful for the brave rescuers who immediately rushed to the scene, and to the people of Baltimore who want to say, we're with you. We're going to stay with you as long as it takes. And like the governor said, you're Maryland tough, you're Baltimore strong, and we're going to get through this together. And I promise we're not leaving. Here's what's happening now. The search and rescue operation is our top priority. Ship traffic in the Port of Baltimore has been suspended until further notice, and we'll need to clear that channel before the ship traffic can resume. The Army Corps of Engineers
He's a train wreck, right?
They're going to help lead this effort to clear the channel. The Port of Baltimore is one of the nation's largest shipping hubs, and I've been there a number of times as a senator and as a vice president. It handles a record amount of cargo last year. It's also the top port in America for both imports and exports of automobiles and light trucks. Around
Lots of
850,000
cars.
vehicles go through that port every single year. And we're going to get it up and running again as soon as possible. 15,000 jobs depend on that port. And we're going to do everything we can to protect those jobs and help those workers. The bridge is also critical for travel, not just for Baltimore, but for the Northeast Corridor. Over 30,000 vehicles cross the Francis Scott Key Bridge on a daily basis. It's virtually, it's one of the most important elements for the economy in the Northeast and the quality of life. My transportation secretary is there now. As I told Governor Moore, I've directed my team to move heaven and earth to reopen the port and rebuild the bridge as soon as humanly possible. And we're going to work hand in hand with the support of Maryland to support Maryland, whatever they ask for. We're going to work with our partners in Congress to make sure the state gets the support it needs. It's my intention that the federal government will pay for the entire cost of reconstructing that bridge. And I expect the Congress to support my effort. This is going to take some time. The people of Baltimore can count on us, though, to stick with them at every step of the way until the port is reopened and the bridge is rebuilt. You know, we're not leaving until this job gets done. Not leaving until then. So I just want to say God bless everybody who got everyone harmed this morning and their families. And may God bless the first responders, many of whom risking their lives. And the reason I'm not going to take a lot of questions, there's remaining issues that are open that we got to determine what's going to happen in terms of the rescue mission and the like. But
Guys, he's ridiculous. So yeah, that's Joe Biden on it. So it wasn't a terrorist attack. Says they were able to shut down the bridge to cars before it happened. Although you could still see some cars going over there right before it happened. So it's all to distract from the P. Diddy thing. All right, so that's the news on that. That's the news on the bridge. Don't know what had happened. Could have been anything, really. Could have been a terrorist attack, possibly. That's what Laura Logan is saying. So I checked my coffees. I got 5 coffees from Far Farmer Gargar. Thanks, Far Farmer Gargar. You're awesome. Thanks for that. Appreciate the support. Look at all these people tuned in. Yeah, you guys saw it. You saw the bridge thing. Okay, so Diddy, it was rumored that Diddy left the country on a private jet, but he didn't, apparently. Sean Diddy's alleged drug mule was arrested as feds intercepted his private jet in Miami. So he was spotted at the Miami airport. Rapper Diddy's alleged drug mule was arrested at a Miami airport after federal agents raided his Florida and California homes. Brendan Paul, 25, was arrested at Opa-locka Airport after the feds intercepted Diddy's plane. He was booked on 1 count of possession of suspected cocaine and suspected marijuana candy. Isn't that legal? According to TMZ. Diddy was spotted at the same airport at 3 p.m. Monday, talking on his phone and pacing, according to TMZ. He has not been arrested or questioned by federal authorities at this stage. The drugs were found inside Paul's travel bags, according to paperwork viewed by TMZ. He was arrested after they tested the suspected narcotics, according to TMZ. He has since been bailed out of jail. The federal officers who found drugs in Paul's bag were working in Homeland Security and Border Patrol. Paul was named as a mule in Rodney Jones' complaint against Diddy, whose real name is Sean Combs. Jones alleges that Paul handles Diddy's guns and drugs. The drugs found in his bag have not been linked to the rapper. So there he is. So that's his drug mule who was arrested yesterday too, after the raids on his home. At least 4 people have been interviewed by agents regarding the sex trafficking claims against Diddy, and more are expected to be. So that's the news on Diddy's drug mule. Diddy accuser Lil Rod added Cuba Gooding Jr. to sexual assault lawsuit, claiming the actor groped him while he was on Diddy's yacht. Oh, okay, that's new. Lil Rod accuses Cuba Gooding Jr. of groping him aboard a yacht in the Virgin Islands in 2023. Gooding was named as a defendant in Jones's lawsuit. So he's mentioned. Prince Harry was mentioned. I'll show you some videos. Diddy sold off his shares and all of his shares in Revolt TV to an anonymous buyer, says TMZ. Okay, hold on. Prince Harry is named as one of the famous figures at Diddy's sex trafficking parties. And there he is pictured with Diddy and Kanye. It says affiliation with and or sponsorship of Mr. Combs' sex trafficking parties garnered legitimacy and access to celebrities such as famous athletes, political figures, artists, musicians, and international dignitaries like British Royal Prince Harry. So he's mentioned in the lawsuit too, that these Diddy parties were supposed to be a big deal. Diddy's sex trafficking parties. So here, did Cat Williams predict the raid on Diddy back in January?
It's God's side and the other side. And we don't care nothing about the other side. Period. Period. All of these big dick deviants is all catching hell in 2024. It's up for all of them. It don't matter if you Diddy or whoever you is. TG Jakes, any of them. All lies will be exposed. That's all. And anyone who takes that the wrong way, know why they take it the wrong way. The truth is the light.
I need to have another one of these.
Amen. Amen.
Shit. I kind of get one here.
Right.
After that, I don't really kind of know where to go. Let me one more time.
Right.
We good now?
Because the people want to know, well, why would he get blackballed?
Yeah.
Because in 30 years, I've done nothing but collect information, knowledge, and your secrets. So if you and a man was in a corner doing something you wasn't supposed to be doing,
you will tell it.
No, somebody come to tell me.
Okay.
I gather that. I value that. I'll pay for that. Come, tell me. I know so many things I shouldn't know, and they all know it.
There you go. So he said Diddy was going to be arrested. The truth is all coming out in 2024. There was a psychic who said that Diddy was going to be in trouble. Here's a clip of Sloan Bella predicting something would happen to Diddy, and also that Jay-Z is going to be in trouble soon. 50 Cent has been trolling. He says, yeah, so I have different things. Here's what Sloan Bella said about Diddy. Said that he would be arrested around Easter.
Of P. Diddy and his 3 right-hand men, okay? 3. His mouth is being sewn up. So when I see his face, the image I get is the mouth is being sewn up. So he is going to be unable to speak for some reason. I can't talk. I cannot speak for myself anymore. It's because of his mentors. And they don't want it coming out over here, even though some of them are outing themselves. These are old guys connected to old-time, old-style Motown. He's being shut up from outing them or from speaking about them for some reason. So there's a hierarchy going on here, and there's a total takedown of him. He is being sacrificed. So he may think he gets away with stuff. He may think it's cool he does what he does, but now he's the sacrificial lamb. And I do mean that. There's something that comes up with him in March, speaking of the lamb, during the Easter time frame, March, April, right in that time frame. That's why I said lamb. There's something else that's going to come up with him. We are not Done. There are younger musicians that are going to come out against him and talk about what he did. The bodies that are buried. Okay. So the bodies that are buried, they're going to talk about it. Talk about it. There are men in other countries who are going to speak about it. There is political connections to him.
There you go. So she did kind of predict it. Don't know exactly when that was. That was 4 months ago. She predicted that something would go down around Easter. So that's news. All right. I showed you the Prince Harry news. People say Jay-Z is going to be exposed too. Oh yeah. Here was the video of Diddy pacing around the Miami airport. So that's the video TMZ caught. So he didn't flee the country.
I guess you wonder what's going to happen next, Diddy. I know.
Lots of people are dropping jokes. Diddy, people call him the diddler. Diddy or didn't he? The question wasn't, did he do it? Did he done? That's what 50 Cent said. 50 Cent posted this. Anybody seen Jay? LOL. Puff said the ninja ain't answering his phone. LOL. People are saying Jay-Z is missing. I'll show you the videos. Okay, so here was Usher talking about living with Puff Daddy as a teen on the Howard Stern show.
Moved to New York City, and I lived with Sean Puffy Combs for a year.
That's the crazy thing. Now, that was L.A. Reid's idea, right? We're sending you
New
over
York
to
City.
something called Puffy Flavor Camp.
There you go.
To learn
Flavor Camp.
Yeah,
Flavor
that's what it
Camp.
was called. And you're going to go to Puff Daddy's. He's going
In the 90s. Do you understand what that's like?
Puffy's place was like just filled with chicks and orgying like nonstop, right?
No, not really. I
Come
mean,
on.
but hey, it was curious. I got a chance to see some things.
Yeah, but you were 13. What were you seeing?
I went there to see the lifestyle,
right?
And I saw it, and it was, but I don't know if I could indulge and understand what I was even looking at. It was pretty wild.
So nobody tried to, some woman didn't come along.
I didn't say that.
Okay.
I didn't say that. What I did say is that there were very curious things taking place, and I didn't necessarily understand it.
Biggie Smalls was there.
Biggie Smalls was there. Lil' Kim, Craig Mack.
All these people are hanging around.
Yeah, man. Faith Evans,
And your
Jodeci,
parents were
Mary J.
okay?
Blige. They didn't know nothing about this shit.
Oh.
I was having a good time. You know what I mean?
Does he have you doing any chores? Are you doing dishes at all? I mean, to keep you humble somewhat? Or are you just like, can you stay up till 4 a.m. with them and party?
I mean, I could. I actually stayed up longer than them.
And do you have money? What's going on?
I mean, I had like per diem. I had like,
What
like
a
a living.
life.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy.
14 years old. You're a dad now. Would you ever send your kid to Puffy Camp?
Hell no.
See?
There you go. So that's Usher talking about it. Then I have more videos. Of people talking about P. Diddy. Here's Mace. Let me see. Hold on. Okay, here's Mace talking about him. Mace, who became a pastor
as well.
preacher.
Have you spoken to Puff lately? I'll talk or what?
Well, actually, we not really on speaking terms, but I still pray for the dude, and I pray that all is well with him.
Yeah. Okay. Well, P. Diddy's supposed to be releasing a gospel album. What came to your mind when you heard that? What thoughts did you have?
Y'all want me to answer that?
I mean, yeah.
I mean, can RuPaul put out a gospel album?
But don't you think that everybody can express themselves?
Definitely.
And if he,
they can. You ask me. I'm just answering how.
There you go. Because P. Diddy is homo. They say no Diddy. That's what people are saying now instead of no homo. No Diddy.
Justin, he's in UFC movie 48 Hours. Right now, he's having 48 hours with Diddy, him and his boy. They're having the times of their lives, like where we hanging out and what we doing. We can't really disclose, but it's definitely a 15-year-old's dream. I have been given custody of him. You know, he signed to Usher. I had legal guardianship of Usher when you know he did his first album. I did Usher's first album. I don't have legal guardianship of him, but for the next 48 hours, he's with me. So and we gonna go full crazy.
Going crazy.
Justin, he's in. You ever seen the movie
I don't
48
know what
Hours?
that means. Here's 50 Cent, who's been talking about Diddy for a long time.
The nigga Puff was like, yeah, like first he was giving him to get style. Then he was like, yo, so when we gonna get the chance to, you know, to kick it, like we could just hang out, nigga. We gotta kick it. This is Puff. Okay. He telling me we gotta kick it and shit. And he was like, yo, why don't we like go shopping or some shit? I mean, like I pay for it. And I was like, what the fuck this nigga just said? I got the fuck away from him because I was like, this nigga like the fucking this nigga just telling me he take me shopping. And this is shit that goes on. So there's a little fruit pile. It's a fruit pile. Trust me. I see these little weird ass pictures and shit like that out there. Sitting out there for no reason. You don't see accident pictures of me like kissing niggas. Like that doesn't happen by accident. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm telling you. I'm telling you. Look, later you gonna find out a little shit that I'll be saying. Do you understand what I'm saying? Man, listen. I'm trying to tell you the truth. But the truth, sometimes it hurts. Right. It hurts people and they don't want to hear that shit. But I'm trying to tell you, nigga asked me, could he take me shopping? And it fucked me up because I'm looking like, what? This nigga just like, I want to take you shopping. I got a bankroll out this motherfucker. I want to take you shopping. Why? Because when you walk around looking so motherfucking good, I want to feel like, God damn it, that motherfucker with me. That's all I want to do. That's all I want to do. But when a nigga tell me you want to take me shopping, what the fuck is the matter with this nigga? Hold on. Where was this at? I'm beefing with Steve Styles. And Puff is telling you you're going to take you shopping. After the shoes everybody gonna want to be at Chris Lady's wedding right now. Everybody gonna be like, yo, I was there. Well, and I'm bugging because while they was sitting there at the wedding, like I'm like this, look, because you know they both did hit. Right. Both Stout and Puff. Okay, yes, they hit. They fucked the Veronica, the girl that Chris was married. Whoa, this is awkward. We did not know that. So I'm sitting there like, what shit we got going on? Oh man, goddamn! Like my own little. I guess our angel on her shit.
There you go. that's 50 talking about it. And then this is Dave Chappelle doing a thing on it, but I can't take Chappelle's show, I don't think, because Comedy Central will strike me. Hey everybody, thanks for being here. Appreciate you guys. I got another coffee too from Elizabeth Marie. Thanks for that. It says amazing times we're living through. Yeah, seriously. We got some stuff going on. All right. So then I have just a little more news. That's all the news on Puff Daddy pretty much. There is a video of Dame Dash exposing Jay-Z. Let me show you that. People say Jay-Z is next. So they say he might have murdered this lady who might have been pregnant with his kid. Hey, yeah, go ahead and give the stream a thumbs up. That'll keep, yeah, we only have 59 likes and we have 180 people tuned in. So, yeah, give it a thumbs up. Get our likes up a little bit. That'll get you in the algorithm for next time. So, I have Dame Dash. Let me see. Talking about Diddy. Here, let's see.
I think it's time for us to address the elephant in the room.
R. Kelly was the first corporately sponsored pedophile. Everybody knew.
Once the came out on R. Kelly, Jay-Z fled the scene.
Point was he knew all the time.
For 20 years, Jay-Z refused to speak out against R. Kelly, but his former partner, Dame Dash, won't stay silent.
Aaliyah is key to everything. Aaliyah and I were very serious. We talked about getting married, so I knew exactly what went on.
She would be like, no, that's a bad man. R. Kelly did indeed marry his protege, the 15-year-old singer Aaliyah Houghton.
Like Aaliyah was like the sacrificial lamb for all that.
22-year-old rising star Aaliyah has been killed in a horrific plane crash.
It's a pain that you couldn't understand.
It changed you, turned you into a monster. When Dame was at his lowest, Jay committed the ultimate betrayal.
I had so much trust in my brother, but he did things that I thought he would never do. So what you think I felt all these years?
For 20 years, R. Kelly's power protected him.
At that time, we did not look hard enough.
Remember Aaliyah's album cover?
Age ain't nothing but a number, sitting back there like Perv Master.
I mean, I wasn't there. You know, I ain't have nothing to do with that.
They made a song together called Not Guilty. Anybody that knows what happened to my girl that with me should not be with homie, period.
Tell me about the relationship with Jay-Z. You and Jay-Z formed Rockefeller Records in the 90s. Are you and Jay-Z still friends?
Well, you know, but there's been things where he's been in business with people that are against my honor code. So because of that, I kind of have to keep a distance.
As you hear all this other stuff in the news with R. Kelly, how does that make you feel about him?
I was just shocked at how long he got away with it. How many people turned and looked the other way. How many people were still, you know, involved with him in any kind of way, knowing all those things.
Before R. Kelly, Dame and Jay were inseparable as they built an empire together.
You've been with Jay-Z since the beginning, right? So,
I mean, yeah, for about 10, 15 years.
There you go. So Jay-Z is apparently next. All right. I think that's all the news. I think I got through everything. Oh, Julian Assange got a partial victory today. So the U.S. has to provide explicit assurances that Assange can raise a First Amendment defense, that he'll have the same rights as a U.S. citizen, and that he'll never face the death penalty. So that's the news. So it was a partial victory, partial defeat too. All right. Yeah, I told you about Coco. I told you about Trump Media. I told you about everything else. Make sure to check out our t-shirts at truthclothing.io. I'll show you that once my computer stops spinning. I'm in a time warp right now. Thanks everybody for tuning into the show. We had a big show today. With the show, the show may not last forever. If I get a job, we'll see if I do. So thanks everybody for the well wishes and stuff. Check out truthclothing.io. You can get one of these propaganda shirts, which are epic. You can get any of our other shirts. Everything's for sale. Everything's in stock. We ship it right out of here. We have a decentralized tea, Truth Matters, Question Everything, Bitcoin Saves. Check it out at truthclothing.io. And thanks everybody who supports the show. Thanks for the coffees today. I really appreciate it. I made it to my goal, actually. 6 coffees. So that's great. Thanks everybody for tuning in. And wish me luck tomorrow. If you have good thoughts to send out, wish me luck. Hopefully I can do a good job at what I'm going through. So got a couple prospects on the horizon. So, all right. Thanks everybody. We'll see you at the next one. For now, that's what it is.